Good morning, my friends. Welcome to Thursday, January 18th, 2017. I thought I would sit down and vlog for you guys today because I have a day that I can't really get any work done. So when I can't work, I vlog. So I'm still working while I'm doing everything else. Why not? A couple of things. I woke up this morning to an email saying that I made FeedSpot's top 25 Weight Watchers YouTubers list, and I'm ranked number 8, and that is incredible. And that is all thanks to you guys. So shout out to every one of you for that. And I hit 6,000 subscribers this morning, which is just, it's great. It's great. So I appreciate you all so very much. So thank you. Thank you. That's all I can say is thank you. You guys are incredible. The next thing is I need your input again. I know you guys like my vlogging and I know you like monthly vlogs. At least I think you do. I can't decide how many of you like the informational videos, like the last video I posted, the last two. By the time you see this, you will have seen the secret to staying motivated and my top 10 Weight Watchers friendly Trader Joe's products. So I have like straight up informational videos like that versus videos like this, which are vlogs. Let me know in the comments below if you have a preference or if you like them both, what you want to see more of. And because I do monthly vlogging every other month, I'm curious to know if I nixed the monthly daily vlogging and just made sure I uploaded at least one vlog a week, would that be better, or would you prefer bi-monthly daily vlogs? Let me know, because I'm genuinely curious. Today I have some shopping to do, primarily grocery shopping because the mister comes home tonight, and but I am treating myself to a trip to Michael's because there's a 20% off your entire purchase coupon going around, and I'm very curious to see what kind of planner stuff and goodies and whatnot are at Michael's. Yesterday I was in a very weird, I don't know if it's weird, but like I was in an inspired like housewife mode where I want to like romanticize the bedroom a little bit more, and I'm working on trying to find like little bits and pieces of things I can change. Like the Gracie cabinet is this really old battered Walmart bookshelf, and I would love to find something that's a little bit more classy looking but serves the same purpose. And so I was like going through and looking at like home stuff, and part of me is like, do I focus on it in this home or do I wait until we move again in heaven only knows when that's going to be? So I was just kind of in like this, I want to decorate everything mode. And so I'm going to Michael's to check out planner stuff because you guys have been hauling some cool planner stuff over on YouTube. And I just want to check it out and go get groceries. That's all I've got, but I wanted to bring you guys along with me for my day. So welcome to my Thursday, my what I ate on Weight Watchers Freestyle, my daily vlog, whatever you want to call it. Let's go. Here is breakfast this morning. I am playing Let's Clean Out the refrigerator, freezer, pantry, all that jazz. So I actually have, these are 2 eggs for 0 points. Splash of egg whites for 0 points, and then the hash part of my little scramble here is actually shaved Brussels sprouts from Trader Joe's because I want to make sure that I use them up and I haven't been making my typical bacon balsamic side dish. So I'm using it in my eggs, and believe it or not, it's actually pretty good. I also have some fresh salsa in there and some chives and everything bagel seasoning, and then these are 2 Fit and Active waffles from Aldi, found in the frozen food section, 2 smart points apiece with a couple sprays of butter on there and like the spray butter, and just a couple drops of syrup. So the syrup is actually going to be 0, sugar-free syrup, by the way. And these are 2 points a piece, so it's 4 smart points for my entire breakfast. Getting ready to walk out the door, and this is going to be my snack, and I am going to be tracking these in a very unique way, but a way that I think is going to work a lot better for me, and we'll see. A friend of mine on Instagram posted about it the other day. RX bars are so good for you. There's so much good stuff in here, but they clock in at 7 points because there's dates and stuff in it, and 7 points for this is just absolutely and totally outrageous because it's like, look at the ingredients. Can you see that? Egg whites, cashews, almonds, chocolate, cocoa, mint, and natural flavors and sea salt. Nothing in here we can't pronounce, no chemicals, completely whole unprocessed food. We should be eating stuff like this. So my friend Ivana, she is Groceries and Grace on Instagram. She's incredible. And she said that she's going to start tracking just the nuts because egg whites are 0 points now, and technically whole raw dates are 0 points. I don't know if this is a dried date or what, but whatever, we're gonna try it. So I'm tracking just the nuts as well, which means that the 6 cashews is 2 points and the almonds are 1 point. So I'm going to track this as 3 smart points instead of the 7. And I'm going to be doing this for a little while with my RX bars. They're my new obsession. I'm obsessed, duh. I love them, but we'll see if this allows me to lose weight on the plan by tracking them this way. We'll see. So that's what I'm having for a snack as I am leaving. Look at this. Donuts. Sushi. I can't. Time for a little grocery haul. This is all from Walmart. I have wheat thins, crisp toasted chip things, and the fig and honey Triscuits. These are actually quite good, but these are for Eric, as are these 2 frozen meals. Got him Fit Kitchen and then Great Value's knockoff Fit Kitchen because they stopped carrying the Monterey chicken in the Fit Kitchen brand. Anyway, doesn't matter. I got a flat of chicken breasts because we eat that a lot. And I got us, I hated that I bought this, but I bought regular size, like it was $7 Dunkin' Donuts because we bought the large kind from Sam's Club, and it was in the vanilla. They didn't have any regular, and we don't really like the vanilla, but I'm drinking it, so I bought this for us to drink when Eric is home on the weekends while I work on finishing up the vanilla. Steamed broccoli. These are great. These were gone for the longest time from our Walmart, and they just happened to be back. The edamame mini, they're like mini bags, single serving bags that I get for Eric, and I might start eating them because they are 0 points now, which is amazing. Bananas, kombucha, because I'm becoming a kombucha fiend. I try to limit myself because it's not cheap, but it's really good for your gut. Carrots, eggs, and lunch meat. Super standard stuff. Really easy, and somehow miraculously all of this added up to like $60. I don't even know how that happened. Yes, I do. The coffee was part of the culprit, but anyway, that's my grocery haul. I do gotta tell you, friends, Eric and I are trying something new, meaning I'm trying something new for the grocery budget, and I'm actually doing cash envelope system type stuff. So basically I just take out the cash for my my grocery budget because it's the only thing that it really applies to, just to make sure that I don't get, why are you getting blurry, out of control. But it's actually working. And sorry, I'm trying to find the best lighting. There we go. And but like, do any of you use the cash envelope type system and pay cash for stuff in the day and age of plastic and credit cards? Because I'm noticing, which is a good thing but a sucky thing all at the same time, I'm noticing it's a lot harder for me to spend cash. I'm like, but I don't wanna, and I'm a lot more careful because there is a finite amount of paper in my wallet as opposed to swiping the card, swiping the card. Anybody else notice that? So we are trying that out. I have $142 left for the month, or 47 or something. I think we're good to go. I don't know, I'm working on this whole Weight Watchers on a budget thing, which is so hard sometimes because a lot of the stuff that is Weight Watchers friendly is always so much more expensive. I'm looking at you, Halo Top, and all diet ice creams. So we'll see, but with Freestyle, it's a lot easier, I think, because we can do things like chicken and beans and produce. I don't know. What do you guys do to make sure you stay on a budget while you are on Freestyle? Let me know down below. Do you have something to say? Huh? Do you have something to say, little missy? Harassing me while I'm sitting here trying to film? Gracie, what are you doing? Sure, now that I'm filming you, you're not doing anything. What a brat. here is dinner. Dinner is sort of, it's supposed to be Italian food. We will see how it actually turns out. So as you can see, the base of the dish is carrot spirals. These are the Trader Joe's carrot spirals. I don't know how it's gonna taste, but it's certainly going to be healthy for me. So I have carrot spirals as my pasta, and then I have eight I believe, of the Great Value frozen turkey meatballs, which is 5 smart points. And then I have the Daily Dose of Pepper marinara, which I thawed out from the freezer. It thaws so nicely, it tastes so good. And I topped it off with some Trader Joe's light mozzarella cheese for 1 point. So this entire dish of food is 6 smart points. Just in case you don't follow me on Instagram and you didn't hear me announce this a couple days ago, ER, the entire series, is on Hulu. I'm so excited, and I'll tell you why. So you have to understand that I was a huge ER fan, right? Huge, in high school and in college. So that was towards the end of the series. This series has 15 seasons. 15, which is mind-boggling. So I looked up the date that it started, and it started in September of 1994, meaning I was almost 8 years old when the show started, which is crazy to me. But I remember vividly, like, hating the show or being annoyed by it anyway, because my mother always watched it every Thursday night, or whenever it was on. It was always Thursday night for me, so that's when I'm gonna call it being on. Every Thursday for as long as I can remember. And I was like, oh, Mom, do we really have to watch this? And she always took over the TV to watch ER. And then I don't remember when I went from hating the fact that we watched ER to actually paying attention to it and being like, oh, I'll watch ER. And then I fell in love with it towards the end. So it was high school, because my best friend from high school, she and I would get together and we'd watch it every week or most weeks. And then we roomed together in college for the first 2 years. And we watched it then too. We watched it all throughout college together as well. And yeah, so I went from loathing it or being annoyed by it to loving it. So now I'm super excited to be able to watch it from the beginning, because I'm thinking there's at least 8 years that I didn't give 2 poops about this show. And now I can watch all of it, which is super exciting. So that's on Hulu. If you don't have Hulu, I don't know what to tell you. But if you have Hulu, ER is on it. Yes, super excited. What else happened? So my sister came over, my youngest sister, Deanna, came over, and we were talking finances, because she is learning about adulting now that she's getting ready to get married and do adult things like move out of my parents' house and buy her own house and all these things. And she's fretting about things, as most of us do, right? So she came over to talk things with me, just to get a general idea, and I don't know, just plain old advice. I ended up giving her marriage advice at some point. It had nothing to do with finances. But so she was here for a couple hours. We were just sitting and chatting, and it was good. I ate a bag of Cheetos. And by a bag, I don't mean a whole bag. I mean I have portion control bags of my favorite Cheetos. The Simply White Cheddar ones. They're 4 points for the bag. So that was a snack with some lunch meat. And then you saw my dinner. So I think I have it might be 10 points. I think I have 10 points left for the day, which is pretty good. And I can't decide what I'm going to spend it on. But it is also pretty late. It's after 9 o'clock. So I'm going to go take a shower and get some PJs on and wait for my husband to get home. His plane is delayed because I guess weather everywhere is terrible. So, and then we'll watch more ER. It's a fabulous day, guys. All right, here is how I am using 9 of my 10 remaining points. The dough bar, crispy bar, is 8 smart points, 15 grams of protein, tastes totally legit. Pretty sure I did oh no, my first impressions was on Instagram, not on here. So if you go over to my Instagram, I actually have it as a highlighted reel for my Insta story, so you can see my first impressions of these over on Instagram. And then I created a PB2 banana. This is frozen, 1 smart point of PB2 and half a banana. So that is 9 smart points for everything here. Oh, good morning. So as you can see, I didn't finish the vlog last night. Well, hello, puppy. So I figured I would sit down over coffee, my morning coffee. This is my first cup. You're seeing me first thing in the morning. I did, in fact, get dressed. This is not contrary to popular belief, I actually wore a shirt very similar to this to bed, but I put jeans and a shirt on this morning so I can get going right away because that's my new thing, and generally I've been pretty good at it. Getting up and actually putting clothes on that are pajamas because it makes me feel like I have to get going, you know? Anyway, I didn't finish the vlog last night. So, a couple of things. So, it is now Friday morning. I weighed in this morning, and because I'm not doing a weekly weigh-in video because of my Trader Joe's video that's going up tomorrow, and that has nothing to do with my desire to do it, but it's just the way that I want to format my channel. You know, I want to upload 2 to 3 videos a week, and I want to make sure they're equally spread apart, blah, 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 business side of things that you guys don't really care about, to be quite honest with you. But I'm uploading a video tomorrow, Saturday. So I'm not doing an upload today, which is why you guys aren't even gonna see this until probably Monday. I wanna tell you a couple things. So first, I am still trying to figure out the right balance for the Freestyle program. And the reason I say that is because I was up 0.8 this morning, and I'm not entirely sure if that is due to me misusing Freestyle, because I don't think that's the case. I think the likelier culprit was my monthly friend showed up this week. And do you remember, I'm sorry men that watch me, but this I'll say it every time as a little disclaimer because everyone probably rolls their eyes when women start talking about this, but guys, you don't get it. The struggle is so very real sometimes, and we do not have control over it. And so it's something that women need to talk about, because learning from other people's experiences is probably what's going to help us with this problem. So do you guys remember on my weekly weigh-in video about 3 months ago? So yeah, it was a long time, it was a lot of videos ago. But I was doing so well, and then I had this 1 week where I crashed and burned, and it was because like I actually went through like PMDD, like PMS on steroids, like horrible emotional issues, and my eating went right along with it. Like, do you guys remember me talking about this? And then for the last couple of months I have been fine. And I've also had like incredibly light, almost no periods, like because I have the IUD. And so I was like, well, this is really weird. Why did I have that 1 bad month? And the cycle for my body, I'm learning, is about every 3 months is when I'm going to have a rougher week. And this month was that rough week. And it was not, thankfully, it was not nearly as bad as it has been in the past. The last one was like rock bottom in terms of hormones and craziness. And this past week, while I was feeling a lot more emotional the last couple days and just like clingy and missing my husband, and I told him that, I'm like, oh, I miss you. And then like I was watching ER, like I said last night, all of ER is on Hulu, and there was this little old couple on there in like the first episode, and the wife was dying. And it like broke my heart, and I started crying because I'm like, clearly I'm an emotional wreck right now. And then I'm also sitting there going, oh, I hope that's me and my husband one day, so cute and in love in the mid-80s. Like, oh, it was so cute. But that's how I knew. I was like, whoa, Brianna, you're having some hormone issues. And I did have some eating issues that went with it. And but I ended up, by last night, I think there was 1 instance of things that I did not track completely accurately. So I might have been over 5 or 6 points total. But as of last night, without that mishap of not tracking those 5 or 6 points, I zeroed out all of my dailies and all of my weeklies. Like I watched my last weekly sit there staring at me when I went, oh crap, I didn't track my cheese. Boom, there it went. And I flipped into fit points, and I had 86 fit points earned, which was great, but I used up all my dailies and all my weeklies, and I was up 0.8. So I'm sitting here scratching my head, but it could be those points that I didn't track. It could be the points that I used 4 points that were not the best choices. It could be that my body is just out of whack, and that's totally fine. Or it could be that I haven't quite figured out the right balance for using the 0 Smart Point foods yet. I don't think that's it though. I don't know. So what is your experience? Did you have an adjustment time for Freestyle that you really needed to figure out before you got it to work for you? Are you still struggling? Let me know, because I'm curious. The other thing I wanted to mention about the womanly stuff is I actually found, like I said, that this month was not nearly as bad as my really bad month. And I truly do credit it to those two oils. I told you about one. I'm using 2 essential oils. One is called Progestins Plus, which is a hormone balancer that for progesterone that I actually put on every day, and it actually bizarrely works. I don't understand. And then I use one called Endoflex on my ankles, and it works. It works apparently. Apparently, it's one of those things like you don't realize it works until you experience something that you were struggling with that isn't as much of a struggle. And I truly feel like this past week should have been another totally down in the dumps week. And while it wasn't a great week, it was not as bad. And I'm thrilled about that because holy cow, that week was bad. You guys remember that? I'll type the video if I can find it. It was up there. It was bad. So there's that. And then the other thing I learned last night is when I was so proud of myself for showing you my dessert / snack and going, I have 1 point left. I didn't. I was so mad. I was like, wait, this doesn't mathematically add up at all. So what happens is I ate Cheetos when my sister came over, which in my head I tracked. And apparently when I kept looking at my tracker and saw the 11 staring back at me, in my head I had already tracked the Cheetos. But I didn't. So guys, if you're eating something, put it in your tracker before you eat it. Don't count on yourself to remember it later. Because when I went through and I'm like, all right, I had my Cheetos. And then I had my 8 meatballs, which were 5 smart points. And then I added cheese on top of the meatballs for 1 smart point. And then I ate my crispy bar and my 1 point thing. I was like, son of a gun, I'm over by 2 points. I had the weeklies to go, which was fine. I was like, well, that's what they're there for. I could have prevented that by being diligent about my tracking, and I would have known. So anyway, track your food before you eat it, just in case you forget and end up going over, because that's what happened to me last night. And I thought I was doing a spot-on video for you, and I wasn't. So, honesty though, I'm telling you the truth. It's what happened. I was over by 2 points, which for a day is not bad at all. Don't get me wrong. Use those weeklies if you've got them. But I used all of my weeklies and gained this week, which is really unfortunate. But it could be a whole mess of things. So we'll see what happens next week. I just wanted to make sure I actually finished the video for you guys. So thank you guys for watching and taking the time to hang out with me today. Take care, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.